What's up? Okay. What? So how long did that take? 40 minutes? That's a long time. I'm not sure if the move is just to start the stream over. I just kind of don't care because obviously people are here. Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. I have work to do, so y'all can join me for this work if you'd like. I generally don't do Tuesday nights, so today is more of what may be seen as a stretch goal. What do you say? What do you say? Today, did anything happen today? Actually, you know, I'm interested in seeing the Lakers game. Is Kevin Durant going to be playing? It's also like this. Actually, this might be a good way to put music too, or even feed out the system of what I'm animating. This might be more fun. We'll see what we end up doing. So I've been continuously editing, or I did a little bit more editing off stream. That's kind of what led to this stream happening. I'm a little ahead of my work, school and work and all those day requirements that I have. So I'm a little bit ahead, and I also got 8 hours of sleep last night. I'd like to know what the optimal way to handle your sleep is. Like, it wasn't even that long ago, man. I'm getting old because I remember people having a different general consensus. Like, it's nice when you're young because you haven't lived long enough to see the masses have an idea and then it just be proven wrong, and then we just accept that we were wrong. But if you weren't living through it, you don't understand how absurd it is in hindsight to think of how confident people were about things. And so being a young person who's very confident, yeah, I don't even know what my opinion was. I was probably going to say something kind of condescending, I suppose. But anyway, so I got 8 hours of sleep last night, and that was nice. Charlie, you going to jump in on this? Yeah, so Charlie took part in, what are we doing? I shouldn't have my social media open while I'm doing this. I kind of like feel like I have enough discipline, but I'm not sure that's true. Can you guys see Charlie? She's sniffing my hand. Whoa, now she's biting me. You've been testy. I gave you food. She must not like what I gave her. I got to take better note of what she likes and doesn't like, because she's a very spoiled cat. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so today's a really good day to be productive. I didn't go to the gym, so have to do something. And then I impulsively went to go get something sweet to eat, and I actually was able to overcome my impulses and not have to get like a tub of ice cream or something. I was like, you know, just as much as it's nice to enjoy the indulgence of, like, you know, whatever it is about those foods that our brain loves so much, high calories, I'm assuming. There's also, excuse me, a jolt that you can experience by being disciplined, by looking at it as a win and going, you know, if I conquer this craving, that in and of itself is an experience unto itself. So I definitely feel like I'm going in that direction. And also it's nice outside, it's spring. So we're getting close to finishing the short animation, which is interesting because under historical behaviors, I would then jump to a new project, which I will say I have been looking at episode 2 a little bit for chunks. If that's what I end up calling it. It might just be a Conformity Farm short for now. I haven't really figured out what names are just so important. What name I'm going to rock for a while with this. There's just a lot of work to do with Conformity Farm. I'm enjoying it so far. So far, so good. Right, Charlie? Right, Charlie? So far, so good, Charlie? But anyway, yeah. What else was I going to say? What else is there? Oh, I wanted to know what was going on with Lakers, Houston. Wonder if Gray Fox cares about this game. 2 days ago. So yeah, there's one tonight. Game 2, which maybe game 2. Game 2. Live. 4th quarter. Well, there's no way that's true. No, is this really the game? Oh, it's a video game. That's funny. Game 2, best bets. Yeah, they don't have anything. So, I really wanted to watch that game. You know, I canceled my membership for my ability to basically watch all the main games in the country. It was like $100 and something a month. I'm actually not against getting it. I just I'm not wealthy enough to get it currently. I just, you know, I knew that school was going to be really hard, and so I decided to get it for myself as a gift. Okay, so let's move to, let's see here. We are on Yardley. No, Yardley. Let's move this to Bingo. Okay. Maybe we'll put this. Or we could do it like this. I don't know. Jeez. Something like this could be cool. There we go. Try something different for a moment. Anyway, yeah, no, streaming is kind of interesting. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but I enjoy doing it. I'm just trying different things out. But now that this project is getting done, I think that the stream should probably get a reevaluation every time I deliver something on it. Because I really see the stream as a process to share time with people in between times. So, you know, I really see streaming as something where when you want to see me working, you can come to the stream, and that's when I'm available for these kinds of talks and stuff like that. So, also, yeah, it's got to be about availability, right? Like, and also spending time with people. I don't know. I don't think I've completely figured it out, and I'm not sure that it has to be completely figured out. But I will say it's probably because, a big part of it has to be because people are lonely. I mean, who are we kidding here? Where is the lighter? Awesome. What's awesome? Oh, it's a Millennium Awesome. What am I gonna... Okay, so probably not gonna get to watch the game. I'll just get to watch the highlights tomorrow morning maybe. So we gotta give up on that. Ooh, game 2. Is someone gonna illegally stream it? Yeah, these are all just really scammy things. Celtic music. You know what's kind of interesting? I really like chunks, so I think I'm going to keep going with chunks. But I'm not against doing, like, I was thinking about it today, so, you know, I got to make a decision. Or the question is, how many episodes is a season for chunks? And I don't think it needs to be like a long one. I think maybe like 5 episodes. Oh, that we started the stream. Oh, okay. Because you're here with us. Yeah, this... I like, you know, honestly, I know that the beginning kind of stinks, but it kind of works for me because when I'm impulsively about to stream, I'll just like fire it up with my treble slate, which is that shot you see. And then, Charlie, what is it, Charlie? She's so mad. Are we friends still? Oh, you're gonna sit right in front of the tablet? She's crazy. Yeah, I don't think anything else happened in the news, right? Some interesting stuff going on a little bit with finance. But I don't really know. I haven't really been paying too much attention. Seems like the market's on its way up. The Lakers won game 1. I'm pretty stoked on that. I hope LeBron wins the whole thing. It'd be like the greatest story. I would love that. He's old. That's what a kid told me today. I was like, why do you like LeBron, or why do you like Jordan more? He's like, because LeBron's old. I'm like, well, that argument doesn't really add up. If you compare Jordan and LeBron. But that's what they do out here. We're in Chicago, so that's how it is. Okay, so this is a close-up. Oh, bingo! Yeah, I'm getting to this bingo. You know, I could probably have a stretch goal of hitting the gym. If I do this for a couple hours, where were we at? Oh, like I was saying about double kings, I would love to do a double kings short to like like public domain music, like really old, like 100-year-old music, and do kind of like what would feel like almost like a biblical style story with the absurd, maybe with some violence. Or something that feels like the biggest, most epic story. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Chunks is a talkie show. Chunks is like conversation, which is cool. I think it works. Chunks is going to work because it's a vertical video, though. I think that's a great way to deliver animation, regardless of what the algorithm's doing. What else is there to talk about? Star Wars lo-fi? Hell yeah, I'm into that. Yeah. I will say for these shots, I haven't been thinking about these shots. Over last weekend, I did like an 18-hour day to end up with like 4 frames. And I love the frames, they're great. I think poses are really important. But it's probably better for me to study poses of other people's work and incorporate that into my work because it would save me more time. And isn't that just me being a piece of AI at that point? It's going to be interesting to see how art changes in the next 10 years. Someone's going to pop off with AI, and it's going to legitimize AI. But for now, no one wants to do it. Well, I don't think no one wants to do it. I think people are ready to do it. But if you miss with AI, well, that's going to be a burden for a while. My thought is, like, what kind of movie does the world need right now? And mine would be, this is like a perfect time for Conformity Farm to do work. Because don't you dare tear up the remaining paper towels, Charlie. Because I think that it's our inability to make proper arguments or deduce reasoning and arguing in absolutes. And I think that civilization can move forward if we can make the average person have a sensible level of debate within them. And I think that the lack of this reasoning is more prevalent than not. Like, and I don't know if it's nefarious or not, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, at this point. Like, you can totally see if there was a vampire, like vampires live forever, right? And there's always this conversation about, or this like trope about vampires being depressed. And totally, right? Like people, everyone they know dies probably super fast relative to how they see time going by. And I think that that's something that kind of has an effect in a way that's hard to understand for some people, depending on how they use their time or how they perceive their own time. There's two different aspects of it. There's people who actually don't realize that they're going to die, and then there are people who are aware that they're going to die and have a general kind of organization of their time because of that reality. Other people, they're unaware of the value of their time, and oftentimes they sell off their entire lifetime for, guaranteed amount of money or something like that. Or some people just live in the now so much so that the long time, the outcome is not optimal, to say the least. And so there's a lot of this behavior, and I think that it's not for just anyone to engage in debate, but we're living in a time where everyone is engaged in debate. So if that's going to be the case, then it should be just like literacy. There should be discussion level literacy, the ability to deduce ideas without being uncivilized. And this, in my opinion, this one fundamental factor could help guarantee the cohesion of our union, because it is the fundamental theory for which this binds us, which is this idea that we can all say what we want without persecution from the state, and that will create enough space for the best ideas to win out more often than not, as opposed to offering it to a bloodline of wisdom, which is such an absurd way to do things. But bees do it, don't they? I think ants do it too. But regardless, yeah, I think that the ability to have these conversations is very, very important, because it has somehow become the requirement of all citizens. And so we need to start to see ourselves taking on the responsibility for having responsible conversations. And easier said than done. You're never going to get everyone on it, right? But that's okay. I mean, I think that, like I said, I think that can actually become something on the level of literacy. I mean, we're doing it with empathy. We're living through a societal evolution of greater empathy, and now we live in a time where people say it's not okay to kind of belittle someone for their uniqueness, I suppose is one way to put it, or just the fact that they're different. And that's beneficial too, and it seems like society's really bought into that. So it's not like these changes can't happen, it's just they have to be proselytized enough so that they get adopted by other people who feel like it's important, or the right people too. So there is that. So when I look at things, I'm still very optimistic, but also I get very discouraged when I see certain outcomes, I suppose is one way to put it. Where are we at here? 1 hour in, 40 minutes of just dead air, and what are we about to say? In 20 minutes, maybe 8 minutes of just bumbling around, and then I'm assuming like another 12 minutes of ideology. If I just opened up with ideology, I think that these videos would do better. If I was just like, in today's world, this is what Conformity Farm thinks. No, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. The one reason why I held off on doing streams is because I didn't want to do current events, but I don't think that there's any other way to do daily commentary unless I just ignored all those things entirely and just did animation and just talked about the industry. That would probably be a great way to do it, but I have thoughts and ideas, and it's probably just best to let people know kind of what I think and put myself out there, and then also, you kind of end up in the crosshairs, So today, we're going to look at this shot. Bingo! Oh yeah, we ended up going here. What else did I end up doing? Didn't I have... Some of these are gonna have to get flipped around. Get wrecked. Bingo! There it is. I was looking for something like this. I could have swore there was another one. Yeah, that shot. Man, now I know why I was avoiding this. This is a tough one. I wonder if we can add MOV2.
Well, perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chef, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip.
Wait, do we got a Charlie on the board? There we go. Okay. I sped up the voices a little bit. I really like the way that looked. I was really cleaning up the audio a lot.
Before you start, I want you to know I never doubted you once. I was trying to get the RV. I got some forks for the RV. I mean, I'm definitely going to join the RV. In the RV, so I'll be the general, the great general. We got to also work in the RV. Start mixing all this salt and all this water together to make salt water, and then we'll be rich and we can continue to live here. What? Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chef, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip. My package is here. My package is here. TDS, truck dog system. Double sunglasses? What I've been talking about the whole time?
How many times have you been to the grocery store and seen salt water on the shelves?
God said I'm the chosen one. Bingo!
Now, all we have to do is open up the
Bingo!
Chips, show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined the community Blackwatch. Before you start, I want you to know I never doubted you once. I was trying to get the RV, and I got some forks for the RV. I mean, I'm definitely going to join the RV.
I'm definitely going to join the army.
So I'll be the general, the greatest general, and that'll also work in the RV.
I need you to start mixing all this salt and all this water together to make salt water, and then we'll be rich and we can continue to live here.
What? Perhaps I've given you more than you can handle. Let's start with something small. How about you give me that glass of water? Chef, where's the salt water? God, what is this? Is this full of salt?
God!
What is wrong with you? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip.
Oh.
My package is here.
TDS, truck dog system.
What I've been talking about the whole time?
What, I've been talking about the whole town?
You've been to the grocery store and seen salt water
On the shelves.
God said I'm the chosen one. Bingo!
Bingo!
All we have to do is open up the package and show you.
Chips, show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined the community Black.
That's why you. Bingo! Now, all we have have to do is open up the package and...
I love that transition. Pretty happy about that.
Chips, show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined the community Blackwash. Before you start, I want you to know I never doubted you once.
I was trying to get the army, and I got some forks for the army. And I mean, I'm definitely going to join the army. I'm gonna be in the army, so I'll be the general, the greatest general, and then I'll also work in the army.
I need you to start mixing all this salt and...
How about you give me that glass of water? You failed me, Chip. Never feel better, Chip.
Never feel better, Chip.
Hey, it's Truck.
Truck dog, wow!
My package is here! My package is here!
What does an X sheet even look like? They call them dope sheets. Dialogue. My package is here. My package is here. I've been talking about the whole time. My package. Oh, so you could, this would be like animating lip syncing. Oh my God, that's so much work. You just got to decide what you want to do, you know? Let's see one of these bad boys. Wow. That's cool. Maybe I can create a puppet pose. Yeah, maybe that's one way to approach this. Hey Charlie, you want to take a note for me, kitty? You know what? Actually, that's the way to do it, I think. Because really, in one particular like motivational performance, you could basically say, though, the consonants, the A, E, ah, and just get those poses down and then load those into the character animator for all the vowels that are going to happen in that. And then you could probably hone it in on different shots by getting more particular, but you know, based on my time frame, I would have to get those in there pretty quickly in and out. So I could just say like this sequence of chunk talking, what I'll do is I'll make poses for those and get those poses for the lip syncing. So I think there's like 60 different 60 different syllables, I think. Where are those? Here they are. Here it is. This is the work I just did last stream, I think. And it's still on my desk. That's how you know Conformity Farm is the professional thing that it is. It's still on my desk. That's how you know I'm a professional. Because things don't leave my desk. I let them gather so that I know I'm absolutely a a professional. Where else we at here? Okay. My package is here. My package is here. Sunglasses. Double sunglasses. What are you talking about the whole time? Yeah, not too bad. So I think that's the way to do it, would be to do the poses. Double sunglasses? What I've been talking about the whole time? But I guess that would definitely be him right here. So it could be that portion of the lip syncing, and then we still have what would you call like a performance in the body. So I'd still have to do that. Okay, so let's do it that way. Because otherwise, if I put a ton of time into the lip syncing and drawing it by hand, I just think that it would put me in a corner, because I wouldn't be able to keep up with that. So we need to do something. We got to go kind of backwards with lip syncing a little bit, in my opinion. Yeah. Where did the sound go? Where did the sound go? And we're editing this. I don't think we really need this as much anymore. So let's quit this. Go ahead and save it up, baby. Okay, so maybe this body part. You know what I miss doing is being on Discord and talking to my friends. I'm gonna have to try to jumpstart that again. I don't know if those people are available anymore. Only one way to find out. Hope. What do you think, Charlie? God, you know, I'm on I want to say that I'm on a diet, but I'm actually just changing my lifestyle. And I generally eat snacks right around now. But what I've been doing is not buying snacks so I don't snack. And then you don't have any snacks. I don't think I have a single snack. I have like cranberries, dehydrated cranberries. Oh, and I also have yogurt. Yogurt would do it. So, what are we gonna do here? We are an hour and 10 minutes in, and I've just been yammering this whole time. Oh, okay. Let's see, what do we got here? I do like this. Or maybe we could use this pose and then we could get him to move, and then we'll just have a distinct set of syllables for this side of his mouth, and I'll do a whole catalog of those. It's kind of interesting because it's like file management is going to be a big part of whether or not this is successful. But I mean, I don't know if that's true. I don't know why I said that. Just maybe because it sounds epic. All right, so I'm about to put my music on so that I can kind of dive into this. I'd like to have something to move on with. It's interesting, I'm starting to get more followers on Twitch. People were telling me to leave Twitch alone, but I've kind of just held out for Twitch a little bit. But yeah. What else is there out there? Can I see maybe an update of the basketball game? Oh, it starts at 9:30, so it starts in an hour. Man, I wish it was summer. If it was summer, I would go get a drink and watch it at a bar, but it is not. Cool. People are really letting it hang out on social media. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna keep the mouth the way it is still, but maybe we can do a jiggle thing where he walks in and out of frame, and I think that could do something interesting. Is that what we want to do? What did we end up doing on this other? Let's not do too much work, because I'm pretty sure there's a whole thing going on. My package is here. The truck dog system. Yeah, I gotta stop animating the snout. Let's get where's my microphone? You know, it's tough whenever the bass gets challenged in this this is not Age of Empires 2. Let's do it again. Age of Empires 2 soundtrack. I don't remember this song. Okay, that sounds more familiar. wonder what he would look like with sweatpants on. Where are we at here? 9 o'clock. Probably say about a pretty mediocre stream. So I'm actually thinking it would be a really nice thing for me to lay out all the shots that I have somehow so that I see what I have to do and then I can start chipping away at it one. Basically every shot is a project, but I don't want to overdo it. I want to be more efficient at what I'm doing, but it's hard to look at everything that I have because it's buried in files. So I need to just take inventory of the shots, and that's really something I would ask an assistant to do, just because it would be just cognitive overload. Yeah, so here we are, another mediocre stream. I appreciate you being here for this as I carry water across the village, essentially. But yeah, so I'm going to start ending my evening. Maybe, I wonder if I'll have time to stream in the morning. I might be able to look at this and do like a 45-minute stream in the morning. That could be interesting. Because early morning, sometimes you can get some really good stuff done. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, Charlie? We're going to end it. You know,